This week on LatterDay News.
But until then, I will live by faith.
Find out who the inspiration was for Shawna Edwards' music video, Strong.
Charles Shumway ferried across the Mississippi River and started the westward migration of Latter-day Saints from Nauvoo, Illinois.
And later, discover what similarities exist between the Nauvoo Exodus and temples closing during the pandemic. But first, the headlines.
Move toward the light. When I was an airline captain, I would sometimes fly my Boeing 747 from Germany to the west coast of the United States.
BYU's Education Week welcomed back in-person attendees as they listened Elder Uchtdorf deliver the keynote address from the Marriott Center. The week-long conference offered over 1,000 classes from August 16th through the 20th.
We hope that every person who comes here and sees understand that our life has a purpose and come away hoping to fulfill his or her purposes.
Elder Suarez dedicated the new Mesa Temple Visitor Center across the street from the temple. The Visitor Center opens its doors just ahead of the temple open house, and it's part of the church's plan to redevelop 4.5 acres of land along the Mesa Light Rail on Main Street.
There are a few things you need to share the Book of Mormon: a little courage, some sincere love, and a bit of faith.
Now you won't need to carry around a Book of Mormon to share one. With the new Book of Mormon app, you can share it with anyone you want in over 100 languages. Just direct them to the App Store for a free download. It's available for iOS, Android, and Windows. The Tokyo Paralympics start August 24th with over 500 events and will include 12 member athletes. Members will represent Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, Australia, Chile, the Dominican Republic, and the USA in a variety of sports.
Subject to a little exaggeration, that's a favorite family story.
Not much.
President Oaks turned 89 years old last week on August 12th. He was born in Provo, Utah, where he and his late wife, June, raised 6 children. President Oaks was the president of BYU Provo, a Utah Supreme Court justice, and called as an apostle in 1984. He married Kristen McMain on August 25th, 2000.
There is a miracle in every breath I take, and I am living proof of your amazing grace.
After Sarah Frey was hit by a drunk driver in a car accident last year, the doctors were forced to amputate both of her legs. Sarah's strength through her rehabilitation inspired everyone around her. LDS singer-songwriter Shawna Edwards wrote and performed Strong about Sarah's story in a music video.
Of all the places in this field, the best soil is under this dead tree.
This week's family movie suggestion is The Healing Garden. An old military chaplain and a young girl from a broken home team up to plan a community miracle garden that will inspire their neighbors and bring them happiness. Watch The Healing Garden, now streaming on Living Scriptures. And that's the headlines.
What was it that gave those early church members such strength? What fueled their devotion and enabled them to press forward in overwhelmingly adverse conditions? It was the fire of the temple covenants and ordinances that burned in their hearts.
And now LatterDay News ends with a look at an inspiring short film, The Fire of Temple Covenants. The film was made from a devotional at BYU by Elder Bednar in January 2021.
On November the 10th, 2020, government officials in a large jurisdiction announced that religious organizations should suspend all public gatherings and meetings.
Elder Bednar drew parallels between the saints leaving the Nauvoo temple and the closures of all temples because of the pandemic.
The most common theme that I heard from the workers was that this felt like Nauvoo, when the saints needed to leave but kept coming to the temple to receive their temple ordinances.
You can watch this film on the BYU Speeches YouTube channel. Next week on LatterDay News. After the world's attention fades from the Tokyo Olympics, members still have something to look forward to in Japan. Come back each and every Friday for more LatterDay News.